This is a video brought to you by Exfoliage, where we talk about 3 unrelated things with the hopes of capturing 3 unrelated groups of people. These videos talk about an essential oil, something from the Bible, and something from the law. Today's video is on the cardiovascular system, which is your arteries, your capillaries, your veins, and your blood. And what Young Living recommends is orange for cardiac spasms, cypress to strengthen the capillary walls and increase circulation, valerian, that's a very smelly root or something. It smells like ass. But Young Living's valerian smells better than some other people's. We have thyme, THYME, anise, cinnamon bark, which strengthens, clary sage, clove, an oil called fleabane. It says it dilates, goldenrod, heliochrysum, which is a very expensive oil. It also stops bleeding, I think. Marjoram, onca. That's a biblical word. It's in this book here. Palmarosa. It says it's supportive for the cardiovascular system. Sandalwood strengthens it. Rosemary. Something called Tsuga, Tsuga. Opens and dilates for better oxygen exchange. And ylang ylang. For angina, specifically, we have ginger, aroma life, which is a blend, and we have valerian again, and orange for false angina. Angina is a severe spasmodic pain in the chest that is due to an insufficient supply of blood to the heart. Now, if you're a woman and you're trying to get these things, this ginger and this orange, directly to your heart, putting it under your boob, cinnamon oil under your boob's gonna burn, especially when it lays on there. So you want to dilute some of the stronger stuff, but topical is the best way to go. If there's a problem with your kidney, you put the essential oil on your kidney. You know what I'm saying? That's what medicine looks like. You guys have been used to fraud. For circulation, we recommend cypress, eucalyptus, basil, cinnamon bark, copaiba, stimulating, cumin, geranium, hyssop, Juva cleanse. I think we have that in like a powder form, oil like in a powder now. Nutmeg, oregano, peppermint, all good for circulation. RC, that's a blend for respiratory system as well. Rosemary, lavender, sage, wintergreen, all good for circulation. Capillaries, we have cypress, strengthens capillaries walls. The heart, we have a blend called Aroma Life. Valor is another blend. Fleabane, dragon thyme. I'm not sure if we still have that in stock, but it does, these oils come from plants, and these plants are grown all over the world, different parts of the world, and obviously their harvest is a different time. So sometimes we'd be out and then we'd come comes back around. So, arrhythmia, it says if you're having an arrhythmia, which is an irregular heartbeat, the heart either beats too slow or too fast, or it's just irregular. Arrhythmias can be a symptom of a larger problem. Okay, and they recommend goldenrod, lavender, panaway on the heart. Directly, you put the oil, you put the medicine right where it hurts. Like, that's how you should do it, okay? There's no magic pills. Come on. Magic beans. Heart tissue is marjoram. Shortness of breath is for your is associated with your large valve. It says aroma life. Palpitations is irregular pounding, sporadic or fluttering heartbeats. The heartbeats are irregular enough that the person becomes aware of them. We recommend peppermint melissa is very, very, very strong oil. Lavender, lang lang orange, and aroma life. Prolapsed mitral valve, also called MVP, how about that, is a condition where the valve between the upper and lower chambers of the heart doesn't close correctly, sometimes allowing for the leakage of the blood through the valve. That's marjoram, put right that, marjoram oil. To stimulate it, stimulant, coriander and cumin, strengthen the heart muscles, lavender, marjoram, peppermint, rose, and rosemary. Our rose oil is this big, okay, and our orange oil is this big. Orange is $7, I think, and rose is $229 for the same size. You know what I'm saying? $229 for rose. It's rose oil. It's essential. Okay, but you can't, obviously, nobody can afford that. So you can also find a little bit of rose oil in some of our other products, like this really good rose ointment. Like, that's affordable. It's just not pure, essential. You know what I'm saying? But you can buy it. Essential, $200. It's like a lot. Tachycardia says see also anxiety, stress, and shock. But tachycardia is abnormally rapid resting heart rate, indicating a possible overworking of the heart. And that's lavender, lang lang, a smell on the tissue or straight from the bottle in an emergency. You know, just walk around with a bottle of lavender. That's your maybe go-to. Calm the fuck down, don't kill anybody. Essential oil, how about that? Phlebitis, wow, this is a big section. Phlebitis is the inflammation of superficial veins, typically in the legs or groin. For phlebitis, we recommend heliochrysum, lavender, cypress, geranium, grapefruit, Roman chamomile, and a blend called Valor. Oils, goldenrod. Okay, so the next part of this is going to be on habeas corpus and the Bible stuff. The Bible stuff I have Leviticus 5. If a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, it is a witness, whether he has seen or known of it. If he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. Exodus 19:12, thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, take heed to yourselves that ye go not up to the mount, or touch the border of it. Whoever touches the mount shall be surely put to death. In the U.S. Uniform Code of Military Justice, the UCMJ, dereliction of duty is addressed within the regulations governing the failure to obey an order or regulation any person subject to this chapter who is derelict in the performance of his duties shall be punished as court-martial may direct. Now, habeas corpus is Article 1, Section 9, the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless when cases of rebellion or invasion, the public safety may require it. Habeas corpus is a recourse in law through which a person can report an unlawful detention or an imprisonment to a court and request that the court order the custodian of the person, usually the prison official, to bring the prisoner to court to determine whether the detention is lawful or is he being wrongfully imprisoned. If there's no victim, there's no crime. So habeas corpus is a writ of habeas corpus used to bring a prisoner or other detainee before the court to determine if the person's imprisonment or detention is lawful. Have they been kidnapped? Are they being held hostage? Or is it a lawful detention? Habeas petition proceeds as a civil action against the state agent, usually the warden, who holds the defendant in custody. Now, is the warden holding him on the warden's religion? Or is he holding him on the law? The privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless when in cases of rebellion or invasion the public safety may require it, and no bill of attainder ex post facto law shall be passed. The writ of habeas corpus orders the custodian of an individual in custody to produce the individual before the court to make an inquiry concerning his or her detention, to appear for prosecution, which is, I guess in Latin, is ad prosequendum, or to appear to testify, ad testificantum. State courts may issue such writs to prisoner custodians to produce federal prisoners. The great writ of habeas corpus is a fundamental right in the Constitution that protects against unlawful and indefinite imprisonment. Okay, like, are some people indefinitely imprisoned in a jail or a hospital? Because the great writ of habeas corpus is a fundamental right that protects against indefinite imprisonment. Translated from the Latin, it means, show me the body. Where's the victim? Show me the body. And it's not suspended unless it's in rebellion. Habeas corpus has historically been an important instrument to safeguard individual power against arbitrary executive power, religious fraud. The last one I have here on this is 18 U.S. Code 372. Conspiracy to impede an officer or injure. A conspiracy to impede an officer or injure an officer. If two or more persons in any state, territory, possession, or district conspire to prevent by force, intimidation, threat any person from accepting or holding any office, trust, or place of confidence under the United States, or from discharging any duties thereof, or to induce by like means any officer of the United States to leave the place where his duties as an officer are required to be performed, or injure him and his person's property on account of his lawful discharge of the duties of his office, or while engaged in the lawful discharge thereof, or injure his property so as to molest, interrupt, or hinder or impede him in the discharge of his official duties. Each of such persons shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 6 years or both. That's 18 U.S. Code 372.